Hey guys, I want to talk about some different reasons why people don't join VIP Kids, some fears that they have or that they perceive, and some other reasons why those who have started the process often don't finish the process because of overwhelming doubts and other things. I just want to talk about those and some different ways that we can work through those. The number one thing I hear is time. I don't have time for this. I can't find time to do this. And it's a perfectly legitimate reason. Time is a very valuable resource, and I have a lot of respect for your time. However, I just want to clarify some things that I have noticed some misconceptions. And one of the first ones is the demo itself. You can watch my video on how to create the demo. It's just a guide to show you what you need to know right there. And the nice thing is that you have these guides. So I have a video, a lot of other coaches have videos or PDFs, or they'll call you, they'll write you an email, and you can get all of the research done before you do your demo in 20 minutes or less. You shouldn't have to spend very much time researching if you have a coach. So I didn't have a coach, and I spent hours Googling, like, how do I do this? What does this mean? And just pulling from different resources, and it worked. But if you have a coach, they will do all of that for you, put it all in one place, and it will save you so much time. So by signing up with a coach, you're already saving yourself time in all of the research that you are doing, and your demo, you shouldn't have to take too much time to prepare. Having the resources from your coach will actually make the process a lot easier. And overall, I don't think anyone should spend more than 1 hour prepping, researching, and preparing their demo. So if time is something that concerns you, just give yourself 1 hour and know that you will have all the information that you need to succeed. There's a lot of information out there, so you can easily get lost in it. Just stick to what your coach tells you, stick to the basics, and you will do great. And I briefly mentioned the materials from your coach. A lot of coaches will have like a PDF, or they'll be able to guide you to different places where you can purchase some of the things that you do need if you don't have them. They'll walk you through that so you don't have to go through searching for a bunch of different things. You have actual people who have used these products and can vouch for them. And then also for your demos especially, you're going to want to have some props. So some 2D props are really easy to incorporate in your classroom. They can give you a PDF, you just download it, you print, and you're good to go. On the subject of time, actually the number one thing that I hear from people is that their life gets in the way. You just get so busy. And this is exactly where I started. So I relate. I completely understand why you're making the decisions that you've made. Just a little backstory on me if you're interested. I decided to sign up with VIP Kid because my family and I decided we were going to quit our jobs and we were going to move to Nashville just to start a new life. And I I love this day and age. You can literally find work on your phone. So my husband was planning on doing Uber, and I was going to teach with the VIP Kid, and those were going to be our new jobs until we found the next thing. I didn't get started right away. I did my demo, I did the mock class, I signed my contract, and I just didn't teach classes for so long because I didn't realize that while I was transitioning out of my job that I would be spending so many hours interviewing for my replacement, preparing my replacement, and writing up like all these different training documents and such for everyone to be able to do my job when I left. And I was working so many extra hours. On top of that, we were moving, so lots of phone calls with different places, switching insurances and booking moving trucks and things like that. And on top of that, my son was going to be turning 1 right before we left. We actually had his birthday party the day we left, so we celebrated. Congrats, you're 1. Get in the car, move to Nashville. So it was a crazy time. So I completely understand how hectic life can get and just trying to keep up with things. But my recommendation is to, it seems counterintuitive, I know, but my recommendation is to teach, to just get in the classroom and start teaching. There's no minimum for what you can teach. You could teach 30 minutes a week if you wanted to, just a 25-minute class, and then you fill out your feedback and you put in 30 minutes every week, and it just gets you acclimated and you can start to get more comfortable with the program. And so there's a lot of different reasons why getting started right away actually makes sense. If I could go back and talk to myself then, I'd be like, Kaylee, I know you're busy, but here are some reasons why it's actually going to benefit you, benefit you to get started now. It gives you the opportunity to establish your schedule. I found different hours didn't work for me. I tried to teach some nights, not a night person, ended up being a morning person, and I changed my schedule a lot. So if I had started sooner, I would have established my regular schedule sooner. And having a regular schedule is beneficial because you get regular students. Students like to book with the same teacher a couple times a week or every day of the week. Sometimes I have students who take multiple classes a day even. And that's very normal. So also, starting earlier gives you a time to build up your classroom. I still feel like I'm working on mine. I don't have all the props that I would love to have. But it happens in time, and by teaching those classes, and especially getting repeat classes, you're like, oh, I really need to have, I need to have like something like this. Like, I teach this class all the time, and I want to have one of these items for all of those classes. Starting early is going to help you just take little baby steps into it. It's a big thing, so baby steps are really going to help you. Then, this is my favorite reason. This is why I continue to teach and why I am trying to get everyone to teach with me, is, again, counterintuitive. Life is busy, and VIP Kid, it takes time. You can't do it without putting some time into it. Even just your 5 minutes prep before class, 5-minute prep after class, 25-minute class. It's time. So how does it make sense that it actually is going to be beneficial to you? What I have found, I get so excited when I talk about this, is that when I start my day with teaching, I am entering the classroom, I'm already, I'm choosing my attitude. I know I'm going to be teaching students, so I'm like, okay, time to be a little energetic, and then that actually comes very naturally. Once I start teaching, I can wake up really tired, but once you get in the classroom and your student is bright-eyed, and they're like, hi teacher, you just get really excited. And then you're smiling, and scientifically, if you are smiling, you're gonna have a better attitude. It just works. It's like I don't know science, guys. I'm not a psychologist, but it works. It's so crazy. So when you start your day an hour earlier to teach, you launch yourself into this fantastic day where you are happier because you just started your day doing really good work. Like, students want to see you, they love you, they literally send you hearts and cards and things. So it just feels good, but also you're giving back. There's a lot of purpose in your work. The students, they need you to be their teacher, whatever your personal style is. They need that encouragement, and you're starting with a smile. So it's just a great way to start the day. Start with a smile, and you will have that smile for the rest of the day. And for me, I also found that you start an hour earlier, but it makes you more productive because you're happier, you have all this dopamine, going to the brain because you just used all this energy, and it actually makes you more productive in the rest of your day. But if you're working full-time, and this is something I wish I had known when I was working full-time, even what felt like crazy hours, 1 extra hour every day or a couple days a week, I would have found that I actually was more productive, and I was just genuinely happier because I started my day with VIP Kid. I got into the classroom, I chose my attitude, I put on a smile, and I just felt the love of the students, and I felt the purpose in what I was doing. So if time is something that concerns you, especially because you think life is so busy and hectic right now, I really encourage you to try it, to try entering the classroom just a little bit here and there. There's some practical reasons for it, but the best reason is it's actually going to make you feel better. Okay. Reason number 2 that I often hear is it's money. It comes down to like, well, I don't have headphones, I don't have props to use, I don't have any of this stuff, I don't want to spend money on a job I don't have yet. Totally get that. Very valid reason. But I want to talk about that as well because I do ultimately think that this is an investment, and it's an investment, probably the smallest investment you would ever make in a startup business because you are an independent contractor. This is your business, and you make that back within a couple hours of teaching. So whatever you do spend, you will be making it back very quickly. And on that note, you don't have to spend very much at all. I could have gotten started for free. I could have. I didn't realize I could have done that. I made some mistakes, and I would love to help you not make those same mistakes when it comes to spending on your classroom and on what materials you get. But start out really small. Don't overdo it. You're watching these videos or you're reading these blogs of people who have all these things. They're like, yeah, you need this and this, and this is going to make your classroom better. Great, but not right away. You can take your time and develop your classroom, develop your own style, figure out where you're going to be. My classroom literally moved spaces several times. Certain things didn't fit in my classroom anymore. I'm like, okay, now I have something I can't use. And that was frustrating because I might have spent, maybe $5 on it, but I was like, well, it's precious. I don't want to just throw it away. So just be careful. Take it really slow. Use the free resources from your coach. Borrow whatever you can. I could have borrowed my brother's gaming headset. I did for a little bit. And props. I could have just used a whiteboard, which you can find for $1 at Dollar Tree, and then just some 2D props, and you will be set. You'll be golden. So everything can be done in under $20. And if you need help, you can reach out to me. I'm more than happy to guide you to certain things that you can get. Headphones, mine were about $20. I like them a lot, but you can also get some for under 10 at Walmart. I've seen them, and I have a link to them if you want to purchase those. And then there are just some people who just have all this uncertainty. Vipkid it's exclusively online, and that can seem a little sketchy. I get it. I do understand that. I'm here to tell you it is a perfectly, very legitimate business. I make about $1,400 a month working part-time, and I have the entire day to do whatever I want with my son and my family. I can do all the cooking, cleaning, taking care of my child, and still feel like I'm paying all the bills. So it's been a real blessing. So if you're uncertain of whether or not it's even a legitimate job, I remember seeing all these ads pop up in my Facebook feed. That's actually how I heard about Vipkid, and thinking, is this even real? And then waiting until I got that first paycheck to be like, wow, like this is real. This works. Like, it seems too good to be true, but it's not. It's just good and it's true, and it's beautiful. But the other aspect of like uncertainty is I get a lot of people who think I don't know if I'm really cut out to be a teacher. I have maybe some teaching experience, or maybe they've been like in an actual classroom, and do they want to supplement with another classroom? And the online platform is different. So it does take a different skill set, but the beauty of it is that skill set is actually, it's very accessible to people, and most people, you really can do this. You might be surprised at what it takes. I saw all these people with like crazy energy. They were like, hi, and I have good energy, I do, but I didn't have that energy, and I was a little bit worried that some of these kiddos were going to be interested in what I had to offer. But there are so many students out there, so many personalities, learning styles. They need you. They need exactly what you have to offer. Honestly, you don't even have to have a very high energy. I actually have a couple students who are like, I will match some of their energies. Like, they don't want me to be energetic. They don't want me to be moving around. They don't even care about some of the rewards. They're like, I'm just here to learn. Okay, let's learn. Let's do that. And so there's different styles out there, and your style is going to be exactly what someone needs. As long as you're smiling, and it doesn't have to be like this like plastered on smile, just like a genuine like happiness that you exude into the classroom. And if you have experience in a classroom already, or you are familiar with how classrooms work, this is a little different. Well, first of all, you're teaching English as a second language, but you don't have to speak their language. You don't have to know any Chinese. It is fully immersive. So you're only speaking English, and you don't even have to speak that much English. The idea is to elicit responses from them. So you don't have to do that much speaking anyways. You're just guiding students to read what's already provided on the slides and then to repeat it back to you. You don't have to use what we call incidental language, so you're not talking and explaining things. You're just reading like, okay, like happy, happy, you're just saying a couple words here and there to demonstrate what something means. It's not a lot of explanation, it's not a lot of talking. It's actually it's gonna be very simple in that aspect. So you're spending about 30 minutes on a class, and then you're done. You don't have to take it anywhere else. You're done. You can leave it behind until the next class, but then it's a totally new class. So it's constantly like refreshing and changing a little bit. You're not working with the same student or same group of students for 4 hours or 8 hours. And I just believe that VIP Kid it's for everyone. It's a surprisingly versatile job, and it's a great way to make a little extra money. You can save up for something special, pay off debts, pay the bills, and on top of it, you have a global impact. It's a job with purpose, and I know that that's important to a lot of you. It's important to me that you feel like you have impact, and these students they're real students. They have this need. They need to learn English. Maybe they want to study at a different university, or they have a certain career in mind. Like, you really are helping. Like, you're helping these kids out. It's a good job. It has a lot of purpose in it. And I think that it's, you could be delivering people's groceries or something like that, or driving people around, and that's great. It's a good job. And they also, you can make money off your phone or off your computer. But this one it's different. It has real meaning behind it. So that's why I chose to teach with VIP Kid. So if you're uncertain about whether or not you want to be a teacher, I really think that you have the opportunity to make a good impact on the world, and even just like in one student, it's worth it just for that. I mentioned it earlier. If you're even a little skeptical about teaching, I recommend getting into the classroom, because you would be surprised at how it can launch your career. I'm going to keep saying this, but it will make you more productive. It makes you happier. It just launches you into your day, and it will actually, it could launch your career. It's interesting how much it affects other parts of your lives too. So if you're uncertain, really just see where it takes you. I think you'll be surprised. It's flexible, so you can really fit it in with any schedule. That's awesome. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you are planning on moving forward with the process and starting teaching, and I want to encourage you in that. I hope this video did encourage you, but please feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions, concerns, or doubts. I'd love to address those. Reach out to me if you have any more questions, and I hope that you want to start this journey with VIP Kid, and that whatever doubts you have, that you really feel movement behind this, that you started for a reason, or you are interested for a reason, and to just follow that spirit, if you will, and teach, because it's going to be beneficial to you in more ways than one, and it's going to be beneficial to someone else too. So it has a lot of purpose in it, and I love it, and I want you to love it too. So